Please, you need to know.
Hello. Hello.
हा म्हणतो नाही गेलो होतो मला विसर पडला.
Hello.
प्रत्येक लेक्चर Okay, good afternoon. Is it audible? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. So
Good
can we
afternoon,
start? Dr. Rathi is there?
Yes, I am there. Yes.
I am making you a co-host.
Okay.
Is it a PPT version or just without PPT version?
It's a PPT version.
Okay. So we are starting now. I think already 52 plus people joined. So we'll start now. Session. It is also available online also on YouTube. You can share those people who are not able to join here. They can use this link also for the YouTube link. Okay. So
कसं नाही તમને ખબર ધ્રુવી અને મીત છે ને બંને કંઈક ને કંઈક બન્યા મીત મિસ્ટર ફ્રેશર બન્યું જે બી હવે કોને ઓકે
I think everybody requested to mute
આપણે
yourself.
ફરી તો પછી ફરી જઈશ
Okay, let's start with the session. Today we are going to discuss something on the ICMR-STS, or newer name is the DHR-STS Research Proposal. So we are going to discuss on this session today with few objectives. I'm just sharing this objective. I will take a part on the understanding DHR-ICMR-STS scheme, procedure to apply, various documentation, timeline and funding. This part I will take. Then proposal writing and various components of a synopsis will be taken by Dr. Suresh Rathi. Okay, so I request all of the participants to keep a question with you or write a question in the chat box, or whoever interested ask the question, request to ask at the end. So it will be better to discuss few points. So first, what is ICMR-STS? It is an older scheme. Now it is known as a DHR. DHR-STS, and that is the Department of Health Research. You know, Department of Health Research is now the apex body in India, funding various research projects. And this research project this is known as a short-term studentship project for the undergraduate medical and dental student. This is for the both medical and dental student. The purpose of this research ICMR DHR-STS is to promote the interest and aptitude for the research among the medical and dental undergraduates, to provide the opportunity for the undergraduate medical dental student to familiarize themselves with research methodology, techniques by the undertaking independent short-term research, projects in the field of biomedical research, and this way they want to promote research in medical and dental colleges of the country. See, we have almost, you can say, 800 plus medical colleges, and there are 500 plus dental colleges in India. So in this dental and medical colleges, they want to create a research culture. And for this research culture, they have started this funding scheme. See, ICMR-STS is very old scheme, almost more than 20-25 years, funded by the ICMR. In 12th financial plan of the Department Health Research, they have revised the scheme. And this revision, now what you are presently looking, this is a revised scheme, and this revised scheme has a very peculiarity. And what are those peculiarity? First we see, and then later on, how to submit documentation, that part I will display. Who are eligible? This is a major change now in this revised scheme. Major change is first and second year medical and dental college student studying in the NMC, DCI recognized medical dental colleges, they are only eligible. So first year and second year, they are only eligible for this particular scheme. First year professional student courses, they need to carry out, if their project is selected, from first to third year. Second year student is selected to carry out the work from second to fourth year. Third and fourth year professional MBBS, BDS student, interns, PG, they are not eligible to apply for this ICMR DHR-STS scheme. Student of paramedical, non-medical courses are not eligible. Students studying in the foreign medical dental colleges, they are not eligible. But you will surprise, there are international students studying in India, they can able to apply. Okay, I will show this part with their documentation part, how they can apply this particular thing. So this is scheme for the first and second year student only. Now next is a guide eligibility. Student eligibility, there is a guide eligibility. Only regular full-time faculty member working in the same medical college and dental college where the student is enrolled can act as a guide. Very important. And this is a one student, one guide. This is also only one student can apply. Not a group of students can apply for this particular ICMR-STS. So one student, one guide working from the same medical college, and part-time consultant, visiting faculty, resident, tutor, pool of officer, PG student cannot be a guide. Keep in mind, only AP, assistant professor and above, they are assistant professor, associate professor, professor head. In dental, somewhere there is a senior lecturer is position, and that is also equivalent to assistant professor. So in this position, they can guide, but not tutor, not junior resident, not senior resident. They cannot be a guide. Now, number of seats. What is this number of seats? You can see it's a very interesting part. They are saying 2% of total medical dental UG seats. They are assuming 2,000 students will be awarded for STS, STS fellowship per year. So, see, you have an opportunity to select yourself among these 2,000. You have to fight for this 2,000. Almost 20,000 plus students are applying every year. 15 to 20,000 are the range. Out of that, 10% means 2,000 are getting. So you can try in this 2,000. Out of this total seats, approximately 80% will be given to MBBS and 20% to BDS. So the ratio is 80 to 20. So depends on this, you can apply and you can get a chance to select in this particular range. So this is the grade criteria and seat numbers. Now working guidelines. See, this is very important. How to, if you are selected, how to go ahead with this part. First break between the first and second professional year. Conceptualize, develop, submission online. Currently, you are conceptualizing, developing and submission this proposal, concept note. And this is the end date is the 31st May. So first year student and second year student need to work in this time and start apply before 31st May. Second break means you can work once you awarded, you can work between second and third professional year. Collection of data. Then third break between the third and fourth year, analyze data, preparation of report and submission online report to the ICMR. I will show the guideline timeline details in the last part of this session. The selected student will carry out proposed research work during the break of 2 months for 3 consecutive years, total tenure of the 6 months. So they are assuming that during 6 months, you will complete your ethical approval, data collection, and I request don't try to be recorded in between. We have already YouTube live going on. So you can get this link later on. So I request everybody to wait for this. And I already have said this link in the chat box. So you can use that link for the purpose of the YouTube live. So in this 6 months, over a period of your 2 years, you have to finish this project. And this is a working guideline for the student. So you can complete this project before your 3rd year or 4th year. Funding support. Stipend to fellow, 60,000. This is a now increase. Previously, it was 10,000, 25,000, now 60,000. Since 2024, it was decided, ICMR has decided to award a stipend 60,000 of the 6-month research. The stipend will be given in the 3 installments. See, first installment is 15,000. And upon the selection, you will get this 15,000 duly reviewed research proposed acceptance. Once you accept, you will get, you have to submit all their bank detail and bank detail that ICMR DHR will transfer amount to your personal bank detail. Second installment, 15,000 at the end of the 2nd year. 2nd year of your research, maybe 3rd, maybe 4th. So depends on your application. If you are in the 1st year, your 2nd year will be the 2nd year. If you are in the 2nd year, your 2nd year will be in the 3rd year. So upon the submission of the interim report on the data collection, that 2nd installment will be released. 3rd and final installment is 30,000 at the end of 3rd year of work. Upon submission, review of the final report, analysis of data, preparation and submission online report you will get. When the student publish paper, this is very important. They expect that it is not compulsory for the ICMR-STS, DHR-STS to publish the paper, but they expect that when student publish the paper, it should be a JCR. It's a journal indexed in the Claviate. That's a having a Web of Science list. I will show that part. What is JCR Index Journal and how to search this JCR Index Journal. And must enclose and acknowledged ICMR-DHR as a funding agency in their publication and acknowledgement section. Don't forget to acknowledge ICMR because ICMR is giving the fund. So you should support and acknowledge when you publish the paper out of your this data. Now application process. This is a very important process. You need to keep in mind it is a completely online application. And this application process you can do. I have just asked one question in registration. How many of you have done a registration online? Almost 50% said yet to do the registration. So please do registration. I will show this demonstration of this whole process so you can get an idea. STS is a fully online program. No hard copies are required to submit. The student is required to register and submit their application form and research concept note online as per the call, which will be evaluated by the review. Okay, I will show detail how to register everything, and that is a very important session of this part. Result of only successful candidate will be notified on the DHR-ICMR website. They will release the results with your registration ID number. Okay, so you need to have a registration ID number for this particular, and they will release the result after 3 to 6 months. If selected student is expected to complete the project in the next 2 years in every summer break as mentioned in the tenure above submitted, concept note and final report as per the given title. They expect that they will give you some documentation signed. You are going to sign that part. And that is very important. You have to follow the timeline and timely submit. The student will awarded third final installment only if he or she submit the final report and is approved by the ICF. So this both condition is very important. Submission of the final report and approval by the ICF. And second year data collection report should be verified and reviewed by the guide to continue the project further for the completion. This both are very important. First year you are completing and interim report submitting. Second year you are completing and finishing all the tasks, and this things you have to finish before. You have to submit the final report. Third, and after final report, they will evaluate, and this evaluation process will accept. You will get some queries also. You need to reply these queries, and then they accept, and then the third installment you will receive with the certificate. So this is the application process for the ICMR-STS, DHR-STS. Now, let's walk through the live session. I request everybody to pass through this live session. This is very important session because you need to have an idea how to get a register. Okay. Here, when you click on the scheme DHR schemes.dhr.gov.in, you will get this session is something you will get I will just share with you. You will get this page. And in this page, you need to have to click on DHR-ICMR login. Once you get a login, you will get this window. First time you need to register, you have to click on register only for HRD. So this is important session. Then this screen will open. You need to put your full name, email ID, mobile number. Email ID and mobile number, once you entered, will not change. You need to create a password and confirm the password. Keep in mind, in this password, you have to use this only. You cannot use beyond this character. A to Z, 0 to 9, capital, and only has dollar, percentage, and one more. Only 4 are the special character they have given. And minimum 8 and maximum 15 character, they have a peculiar. So once you are putting this everything, then agree on the DHR terms and condition, click on the register, you will get an email ID from the DHR to activate the link. Once you activate, your session will be login ID password, activate, and you can go through this login ID password, and you open once this login ID password, you will get this window. I'm just sharing now windows which can be guiding you for your further action. I'm just stopping sharing once, then again coming back. Wait for a minute. Okay. You will get this page. And this page having your home page where you can start your exercise. First, immediately you can log in, you will get this profile you need to create, your personal details. You have to fill your personal details immediately. And without that personal detail, you can't do anything further. So window will be open. You need to fill all your personal details like this. Then your education details. At least these two details you need to fill, and then only you can able to put the things in the proposal submission. Now click on the proposal submission, and this here, click on the HRD. This HRD having all the list of the application. You can see here the STS, MD, MS thesis, short-term fellowship, long-term fellowship, all application you can apply through this particular window. So we will go here as a student, your part is this ICMR, STS, DHR, STS. So you need to click on the apply session. So once you apply, click on the apply, you will get this window. Here the guideline page is available, HRD guideline. If you click this, you will get all guideline of STS. Not only STS, HRD guideline for the completely funding, they are available here. So here you need to create your personal detail. This detail fetched from that particular places, and then you need to add this lower part. That lower part is very important. That is your nationality. See, I was talking about who are the eligible. You can see Indians, OCI, PIO, and NRI. All are the eligible for this. But once you click on the OCI, you need to upload your OCI, PIO, NRI card file and PDF format. And if you are selecting Indian, no need to be. So depending on your citizenship, you can apply. Name of the college, select the college, course, MBBS, BDS, and see the year, first and second. Only first and second, they are the eligible. Then your date of joining, college address, city, district, PIN code, state, your telephone number, email ID alternative mobile number. Once you select this part, then see what instruction they are. Reference ID will be generated after submission part A online. Once you submit this part A, your reference ID will be generated. Okay, so first you need to fill this part and go for the next. Save and next. Save and next will create a reference ID. I am not creating because I am not eligible here to apply. So I am just going in the next stage. I am showing this procedure. In next page, you will see a guide detail. You need to submit complete guide detail. Okay, you have to add your guide name, full name, department, designation, see, dean, head, professor and head, professor, associate professor, assistant professor. Others karoge, if you do the others, you need to enter the others designation. But preferably these are the people are eligible. Okay, so designation. Experience in the years, mobile number, office number, email ID, resident telephone number of the guide. You need to put a guide detail here. Then next part is a proposal detail. Here you have to put a title of a proposal and type of the study. See, there are different sections already given. Clinical investigation, epidemiological investigation, field operation, research, health education, laboratory investigation, product development process, therapy and management, any other specified. You have to select your study type based on this. If your study is a cross-sectional cohort, select the epidemiological investigation. If you have a clinical investigation, particular point of view, you get clinical. Field operation, research, operational research, you are doing something on the programmatic point of view, you can go operational research. Health education, there are many people, students and guides are interested to the health education related research. So select the health education. Laboratory investigation, there are many laboratory investigation nowadays students are doing under the guidance of the micro, patho department, even biochemistry, even physiology. So you can, that part you can think. Product development process. Something are very important now interested as a product development, something you are new developing, therapy and manage. Any other, then you have to again a word specify that study type. Okay, then next study area. You need to select which department. See, whole of the list is given here. And you need to put a select a one area. Which science area you are selected? Anatomy, forensic, anesthesia, bioinformatics, biochemistry. There are a list of the area are there. So when you start your process, I think you should once look into this area, and based on this area, you can decide your proposal. Then name of the department we are going to conduct, and then upload the file, your proposal file. This is very important. This is your proposal file. Proposal is very important. We will discuss, Dr. Rathi will talk about the proposal and proposal component, and we will guide you how to make a proposal. Once you do this part, save and next, but I don't have a part, so I'm not going to save and next. I'm going to put a next here. And this is the last part. And last part is very important. And this last part, there are various files you need to upload. And this, out of this, most important is a application attention form. This is a star mark. See, this is the only is a star mark. All other files do not require to submit at present, because ethics committee approval require a time. So at present, you know, once your approval received, you have to immediately submit ethics committee. Once you submit the ethics committee approval or animal ethics committee approval, then only you will get a fund. Otherwise, you won't get a fund. So ethics committee approval, once approved your project ID is in the list of the DHR approval, then immediate submit to the ethics committee and get the approval. And then you have to submit. You have to submit the consent form. How you are going to take a consent of the participant, that also you have to upload later on. Case study form means data collection tool. Case study form, data collection tool, both you have to upload here. Or both depends on case study in the hospital, clinical trial, field based, you need to upload the data collection tool or questionnaire, any other document. And this are the document later required. Only this document is required. You can click here and download the AAA form. I will just show you where is the AAA form. This is a AAA form. See, you can, and this is specifically for 2000. So you need to have required to have your passport size photograph, your reference ID, name of the student, guide, medical college, title of the proposal, then certify. Please read. Then signature of the student, name of the student, date, certificate by guide. Your guide is also signing here. Name, signature of the guide, full name, designation, department, and this attested by head of department where you are going to conduct, and head of the institute, your institute head, with seal. You have to put a seal of this. This document is very important, and you are read this condition, what they are writing. This is very important. See, what certificate of guide is that? I agree to accept the applicant, this studying in this MBBS first or second, certify that he is not intern or student of other courses. And I will offer him, her for all facility guidance for carry out STS proposal research. I also certify that proposal is an original submission prepared by the student under my guidance. I confirm that neither me nor my student have committed plagiarism in preparing this proposal. I am forwarding only one, see, this is very important, one STS 2025 student applicant. If my student is selected, I shall provide required facility ensuring timely completion of the research work, and it will be carried out as per the given timeline and instruction so that the final report is submitted before the last date. See, your guide and institute head is certifying this part. So keep in mind, read your part also. This is very important part for you also. So this is, you need to have to submit in this document. So with this document requirement, and then you save and submit final, this all about. If I'm trying to this, kindly finish the part. So now your part is that you have to finish this exercise. You have to finish exercise. You need to develop a proposal. Now this proposal is very important. So two documents you require. One, AAF form, that is application attestation form, and your proposal. Okay, here you need to upload your proposal. Now, what are the components of the proposal? How to submit the proposal? That part we will discuss in next session. Before that, we will see the one more part. You can open this ICMR DHR website. Whenever you can open this ICMR DHR website, see, in this ICMR DHR website, you will get a few documents. One of the document here is a timeline also available. This document is also available. They have kept frequently asked question. Please read this frequently asked question. If you required any question, you will get a solution here. All the question they have kept here. So FAQs are also there. They have also given a step-by-step guideline. I'm not saying this is, I am doing a new job. They also did a similar job. They kept a document here, and this document also having all screenshot and things are available on the website of the ICM. So you can use this website and you can use this. And that one more interesting part, one of our student who has developed this one document, and that document is also very important document for the reading component. You can say a guide they have prepared. My student has prepared one guide. If you are interested, I can share that guide to you people. You can please mail me. I can share this guide for the proposal making. So this is something about the live walk. Now see, this is a timeline. I told that this timeline is available on the website. This timeline is for the 2025 student. Okay. Online application process start in April, May. 31st May is the last date. Result will come around September, October 2025. First grant may be a December, January 2026 as per your details received by the DHR. Interim report of the first is they are expecting is a September, October 27. Second grant, November 2027. Final report, November 2028. Final result announcement, April 29. Third grant release, May, June 29. And e-certificate successful fellow, August 29. So this is a timeline they have created for this whole process. And this is a previous year, 2024, where only third year student they kept. And before that, you can say there are few students which actually are having a last year, first and second year, that timeline they have given. This is also available online. So you can use this part about this session. Now, next session is Dr. Rathi will take a session. I request Dr. Rathi. Dr. Rathi is available?
Yes. Thank you, Dr.
Okay.
Pandit. Dr. Pandit, could you open the C link?
Yeah.
Link
1
for
minute.
C
So,
as a proposal attachment so that I can guide them, if possible
Yes.
for you.
One minute, I will open this. So we have created one blog for you people, and this blog is very interesting way, and you can have a something. Okay, this is a blog in my name only. You can use this Dr. Neeraj Pandit blogspot.com, and in this software is the one of the place. You can click on this software, you will get to this page, and in this page, once you click on the proposal format, research proposal format, I'm just opening this proposal format and see what is coming. Here you have a complete guide on this part, and now I request Dr. Rathi to take part of this proposal part. Please, Dr. Rathi.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Pandit. Yeah.
You can
Namaskar,
start.
everyone. Yes, namaskar, everyone. As we are submitting the students' STS project, okay, we need to be clear first thing about the registration process. And in registration, there are 4 parts. One is part A, which will give you the student ID, reference ID, you can say that. Then part B, which is for guide. Then part C, which is proposal, which we are going to discuss right now. And part D, which is basically having few attachments. One is mandatory and others are required as and when. Okay. So in part C, what is the format of the proposal? Okay. First, reference ID, which you have created by from part A, just enter that reference ID. After that, title of the study, title of your research. The title of the research should be, very catchy, not very lengthy. The limit should be not more than 25 words. Be clear on that. Keep it short and simple title. Number 1. Number 2, not lengthy title, not more than 25 words. Okay. Then, title sometimes are recently various study designs, they are saying that study design should be part of the title also. Let's say it's a case control design. So right at the end, it's a case control design, or it's a cross-section design, or it's a cohort design, whatever. Okay, so title should be, I'm saying, not more than 25 words. After that title, that's the introduction part. Generally, introduction having 2 or 3 parts. First is describe the background information of your title or topic, okay, which should be through literature, providing some references. Let's say if you are doing research on tuberculosis, so just describe what is tuberculosis and what is your basically title says. So describe on that, few words on that. Then second part in the introduction is rationale. Why this is important for you to do research on tuberculosis. I'm just giving you one example of tuberculosis. So just build up your rationale again based on the literature search. Rationale is basically building up based on your gap, which you will find from the literature search, literature review. So first is introduction of a particular topic, and from based on certain references, which said that there's a gap in this, and based on this, you are basically having some rationale that you want to do a study on this topic. Okay, now what you want to do, that is your objective. So why, that is rationale. What is your objective? What you want to do, that is your objective. Objective again should be not more than 2 generally, and there should be very smart objective. SMART, like you people are smart, smart objective. Smart means specific, measurable, achievable, reliable, and time bound. So whatever you are saying that if I say that I want to reduce the tuberculosis burden from India, okay, or completely tuberculosis can be vanished in my through research. So that is not achievable in particular time frame. Okay, so you can say that in particular area you want to reduce okay, at least 10% of prevalence or incidence from particular disease in your area. So in a particular time frame means maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe 1 year, maybe depending upon your proposal. Okay. So be specific on your objective. Specific, measurable, having measurable, then achievable, reliable, and time.
सब लोग वही बोलते हैं सब वही बोलते हैं कब से
Hello.
ये सुन के बस हो गया प्रैक्टिकलिटी में आने चाहिए सब चीजें सब ऐसा मेरा माइक
Voice
को
clear
चालू दे
voice clear is not there.
Somebody has unmuted themselves. I request, please mute your mic. Please continue. Dr. Rathi, please continue.
Yeah. So objective for at your level, objective should not be more than 2. Now this part completes the introduction part. We covered the background information, we covered the rationale, and then objective. Now in introduction part, there's a limit of the words, which is 400. So I will say that you can write around 390 words, not around 400. And first develop your proposal in Word format, then just copy paste. Okay. Then we are moving towards the material method section. In material method section, first is study design. Okay. Dr. Neeraj already told you the various study designs are already there. You need to pick from that, and here you write brief about the study design. Let's say you are conducting a case control design. Okay, so you can write 1 or 2 sentences why you are using case control. Just write 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, rationale of the case control design. Or if you are using cross section, just write 1 sentence that for this, for my objectives, the cross section design is the best to achieve my objectives. Okay, so like that, just write this study design. Then second point is study setting. Where you want to conduct your study. It may be in the hospital, it may be in the community. If it's a hospital, to describe the setting. It's a tertiary care setting, or it's a PHC, or it's a CHE, or district hospital. And also describe where you want to conduct the study, means city or some state. Okay, let's say in Vadodara, Gujarat, write about brief few lines on the Vadodara, Gujarat. If you are conducting this study in Chennai, write the Chennai. Okay. Or if you want to conduct the study in New Delhi, just write brief about New Delhi, and then in New Delhi where, okay, particular part, okay, in Vadodara where, particular part, particular area, and also mention about the what I call this the specific few features about the settings like hospital, community, where, okay. Then third part is study participants. Who are your study participants? If you want to conduct this study among children, write the children here and age. If you want to conduct this study for older population, 65 years above, write here. These are your study participants. If only females are the participant, write only female from particular age group. Let's say reproductive age group, then 15 to 49. If other females, overall females, then write whatever the age. Okay, so certain topics like cervical cancer is specific to females. So only female participant for particular age, or whatever you can write. Okay, so these are the study participants. Then duration of the study, as per your this timeline of STS, you mention about the duration, maybe 2 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, whatever you mention here, duration of the study. That I want to conduct my study in this period from January to December, from January to March, from whatever you can say that you can write here. Then criteria of the participants, inclusion and exclusion criteria. Then, as I just mentioned about the cervical cancer, which is in the female, okay, so right here, you will include only females, okay, female, because this cancer is in the female, okay, female for particular age group, and which is not having any other cancer or any other disease, whatever. So this is how you are going to exclude, okay, the criteria, though the persons who are not part of your study, you can exclude. Just think what are the criteria here. Then another important point is sample size and sampling technique. Sample size, we commonly use certain formulas based on the study designs, okay? And with based on the study design, we calculate some sample and that you can write here, you have used which formula and what is your basically sample size based on the sample formula. Then sampling technique. Here, there are various type of techniques. One is non-probability sampling, other one is probability sampling. In non-probability, again, there are 4 or 5 types. In probability, again, there are 4 or 5 types. Just mention which sampling design you are including. Okay, simple random sampling, cluster sampling, stratified sampling, whatever you are sampling using, convenience sampling, just mention here that I want to select my participant through this way. Okay, then method of data collection. There are 2 types of data collection and methods. One is primary data collection, other one is secondary data collection. Primary is basically you want to conduct basically you want to collect data yourself or you are hiring a team of data collectors. Okay, so here it may be through survey, through questionnaire, or some observation you are using. Okay, so this is primary data collection. Secondary data collection means data is already there. Sometimes in public domain, data is already there. You are just downloading the data and then analyzing this data. Okay, so for this, you need to develop one pro forma that what type of parameters you want to include. Okay, in the secondary data and primary data, what type of parameters are variables you want to include. So just develop a pro forma or questionnaire. Okay, so these are the data collection methods. And then you just collect the data from the participant after providing information of the to the participant about the research and then taking the consent. As below point is mentioning about the ethical issues. So just develop the first participant or patient information sheet that you just first visit to the patient or participant that I want to conduct this study for the purpose of community or whatever overall better purpose. Okay, just if he agrees, if he or she agrees to provide some information, then just take the consent, written consent from her or him by signing. Okay, after that, you just introduce the your questionnaire, collect the data. Okay, then after ethical issues, next go down. Okay, then implication of the study and references. Implication simply means how your study is valid. Okay, how this study basically would create a certain recommendation for the population. Just think on that. And then you can say that if I will conduct this study and my study may says this is the overall burden, prevalence of that. So it will help in proper resource allocation. Okay, let's say funding is going to some areas to tuberculosis in particular district or in particular state, but where there's no tuberculosis burden or less burden, then funding can be diverted based on this research funding can be diverted to other areas, priority areas. So this is one basically implication of your study. Second is overall how it can be beneficial to the community and like that you can mention. Then you can add on the references basically based on the Vancouver style. Okay, just look the what are the Vancouver style. ICMR follows, or we also follows the Vancouver style. So write down the references here in Vancouver style. References means you are not copying the statement. You are just providing the credit to the persons who have already done that work. So this is our references. And at the end, this completes the part C. At the end, you just submit that, and this will lead to part D. Okay, part D means AAF format, just attach, and after that you can just submit if you don't have other attachment right now.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rathi. This is basically, I'm audible, Dr. Rathi?
Yes.
Yeah. This is basically we have created a form like online software. This is a guide. You can, as a student, if this is a way you can having, this is minimum required headings. There may be more, maybe some exceptions. So depending on your study, you may escape something like laboratory study. You are doing something on the laboratory. You may not require a laboratory study participant detail. So this modification depends with your guide you can do. But these headings are required, and this is a requirement of the ICMR. When you submit everything you paste here and you submit, you will get a Word and PDF immediately download in your system. So this is the way you can get your Word document and PDF document, edit it, make it PDF final and upload. Don't forget to keep this in mind. This is very important. No name, contact detail, telephone number, emails should be provided in this format. The proposal would be automatically rejected if any identifying information of student guide is provided in the proposal. अगर आपके proposal के अंदर कोई भी information about you, your institution, your guide, it will be immediately rejected in first step only. So keep this point in mind when you are making your proposal. Okay, so this something I am sharing here, that is a proposal format part, and in again coming back to the your, this is the, I'm just reminding, it is a blog, Dr. Neeraj Pandit. Go on the software, you will get this complete. Here you will get more videos also. Few videos previously made by some teachers, they are also links are available here. You can use this for their guidance also. Okay, so this is something you can use. And now again come back to our PPT part. So this is something about overall sensitization. There are many questions in your mind, I know. I request all of you, any question, write in your chat box, or you can mail this question to the mail ID neerajforresearch@gmail.com, and hope this session will be useful to you, because now today is the 5th, last day is 31st May. You have to work very fast. Any question, queries, let me know. You can write later on also. There are few question query I am not able to log in. 10th mark sheet is required or not. Yes, your age is one of the requirement. Don't forget, they will verify your age. So you need to upload this document. You need to upload your photograph also. When you are uploading the personal detail, your personal details are very important. Email ID and mobile number, once you deciding, it will not be a change. So keep in mind this aspect. Address as per Aadhaar, no need. It is basically an address where you should get a communication. You should keep in mind. Registration timeline is that your guide details and your deciding proposal, you can do this simultaneously. But last date is 31st May. Everything will close 31st May. Age limit, yes, there is the age limit. I think 35 or 45, you need to verify on the frequently asked questions. There is an age limit in here also. There is a PG also, there is age limit. UG also some age limit is there. I could not able to recollect. I will let you know. If you won't get, please mail. There are few other questions that I am going log out. It is sometime happen, system may have some issues. Sometime what happened once you log in, I'm just showing that part. This is sometime happen with me also, and anybody, it can be possible. Just I'm opening that. So here, when you open, wait a minute. Yes, here. You can see sometime when I go my personal detail, first page, see here, you can say resident telephone number is showing the blank. When I try to submit again, it will leave the query. So with your personal information, you need to put your resident telephone number, and this is a red mark. So we won't get further ahead. So similar small error will come. Sometime whatever error will come, you won't be able to resolve. Wait for a day. It will be automatically resolved. So these are the way you can try, because it's system. Few question, how do, I go from bottom. How long is the research for the second year student? Second year student, third and fourth year, you have to finish by the fourth. Timeline is already given on the website. Please see on the timeline, how long, how to go to part on ICMR website. I think ICMR website is not, it's a DHR. I am again saying it's a scheme. DHR.gov.in is the website. How long will the research last? As said, is a 2 month each, 6 month maximum. So that is the research time limit. You can go ahead with this. Okay. So any more queries? How? DHR will release the result. Usually, see, again, I am showing that timeline part. See, this is the timeline. Don't forget this timeline. They are said they are going to put a release result in September, October 2025. So you have to wait in the September, October, maybe sometime November. But grant release will be December, January. So next year, by the next year, you can start your work. So this is something about your timeline part. Always keep eye on the timeline. If the guide leaves the institute, don't worry. HOD and HOI are there. With the HOD and HOI, you can change the guide. So don't worry. No need to be worry about this part. You can revise AAA, your application attested form, and upload the same and email to the ICMR DHR. Is it necessary to calculate the sample size despite of inadequate data available? I told this is, you need to make a scientific study. Keep in mind, make your study a scientific. SR cannot be a guide. I said you need AP and above as a guide. What should be the, we feel to duration of the research part of the proposal? See, you can 6 months maximum, 2 to 6 months depending on the proposal. You can put that, and that is over a period of 2 years. How to go to DHR website for the proposal part A? I already shown this part is a DHR scheme. Though go on this website, scheme.dhr.gov.in. It is a website from where you can start your login process. Okay, those who joined later on, I request to go on the YouTube live, which is already going on. This is a link. Later on, you can open this link and you can start visualizing whole session again. If you need any help, you can mail on the mail ID. If we can complete the project in 1 year, do we have to wait for the 3 years to submit the report? See, this is their requirement. This is very important. Keep in mind, this is the ICMR requirement. They are saying that make your timeline in such a way, 2 months, and accordingly you have to finish. They are going to release first grant on the acceptance, second 15,000 after 1 year, and last on completion 30,000. So this is their timeline. You can decide your own way of working. They are asking maximum 6 months. Okay, you have a timeline 2 years. So no need. It's your own way of working with the guide. Your guide and you together decide this part. Is it necessary to calculate the sample size? Again, same question repeatedly asked by some student. Sample size, please be in touch with your guide, and guide will further let you know what sample size and how to go at the sample size. So sample size calculation is not a major issue. Don't worry. If you still have a question, you can mail across me. I will further detail give you. I think with this, we will stop the session. I hope it will helpful to you and you can go ahead with this. Still you have any question and query, you can write on the mail ID. As I said, this is the mail ID. Again, I am placing that screen. You can write a mail us on this particular mail ID. We will reply you. Any question, even I have sent this link via this mail only. You can reply, you can ask any question or query. We will try to solve. Okay. With this, thank you. All the best. We are closing the session. All the best. Best wishes.